Hello friends, this is Raj Sastri from Raj Option Trading. Today is April 29, 2022. Let's take a look at most profitable stocks to buy. Look, market is coming down here, so it's good to buy stocks like AbbVie, which are doing great, and there's a small temporary pullback here. So with that, let's go into some more detail. So we'll start with the market update and look at top ETFs in action. Look at profitable stocks to buy on this pullback, review few charts, and then end with the conclusion. So with that, look here, we got market came tumbling down here. Dow Jones Industrial Average down more than 900 points. It's the worst month since 2008 crash. And we got here big stock Amazon.com suffering the biggest sell-off in more than 10 years. I think it's a good one to slowly buy. Amazon will recover nicely. And then you got AbbVie, which is one of my favorite stock here. This came down by 3%. It's also a good one to buy here. Then you got ExxonMobil here. They took some charges due to Russia exit here. This also could be a good one as oil stabilizes. And we got China. China is weak here. China factory activity fell down. So that's why we got to be careful here. Look at some quality stocks to buy. Look from a market perspective, we got Dow Jones Industrial Average down big time. Look, it's down 2.77%. And look at the action here. Dow Jones Industrial Average came down nicely here toward the end. It came down big time here. So when this happens, when it comes down drastically toward the end, this can continue on to Monday. Monday could be a down day, and Tuesday will have a nice bounce. That's how it's set up right now. And look, Nasdaq also same story, down big time, and two big red candles toward the end. And we got here S&P 500, same story, and two red candles toward the end. And look what's going on here. Nasdaq is the weakest of all. It's down 4.7%. It's a big downturn. And then next weakest is the S&P 500 here. It's down 3.63. Finally, Dow is a little bit stronger, but still came big time down here, 2.77%. Now let's look at fear and greed index. Look, we are in the fear zone right now at 25. I can see us coming down to say 20 or even 15, mainly because we still have geopolitical tension here, Russia-Ukraine war, and we got China lockdown going on, high inflation, and Fed might raise the rate. That's why we got several factors going on. We can come into extreme fear zone. All right. Now let's look at big indices here and see how they're performing. Look, we got here Dow Jones Industrial Average. It's a very volatile here, going up and down. Now we are big time down, as you can see here. At these levels, it's good to buy. When everybody's afraid, like our great Warren Buffett says, you can safely buy some names here. I'm willing to buy, DIA, SPY, QQQ slowly into this huge sell-off. It's a good benefit to buy when you're doing the market-wide sell-off. You'll get a very nice price. And look here, S&P 500 is retested the low here. It's also good to buy S&P 500 here. And QQQ, which is the weakest of the segment, it's good to slowly accumulate QQQ also here. And then you got Russell. Russell is a little bit weaker here. You could also accumulate slowly some Russell here or IWM. And look, gold is slightly weak here, mainly because dollar is getting strengthened. You could buy some gold slowly into this weakness. Normally, gold is safe haven, as many of you know here. When there is geopolitical unrest, gold typically holds up pretty well. That's why it's good to buy some gold into this weakness. And then you got crude oil here. Look, crude oil is a little more stronger here. Russian oil is not making into all the places. That's why oil is strong. And oil producing nations are a little more controlled of late. They're not producing too much oil. That's why crude oil is even up here. It's okay to buy, because of the geopolitical tension. And then you got bond here. The bond is getting sold off, as you can see here. nice base. I would rather not buy bonds here because Fed is tapering down right now. They are selling bonds. Look, interest rates is going higher with the 10-year notes is going higher. So this will cause some issue on stocks which are heavy into debt and some growth names without too much profit to show. All right, now let's go into some more detail. Look, just to put the things into context here, look, we got S&P 500, a weekly chart, 5-year chart. The direction is nicely up, as you can see here. And even with this correction, we are still up, as you can see. So look, we got multiple downturn here. Downturn number 1, downturn number 2 here. This is during the last inflation back in 2018-2019 time frame, and stock came tumbling down here. And then you got COVID-19 rated drop here, big steep drop, as you can see here. And now we're into something, here in 2022. Look, nice big drop here. And if you look at the severity of the drop here, so look here, this drop, we are right here around this mark here, and the next big drop, we came below 100-day moving average. Even we touched the 200 week moving average. This is a 200 period or week moving average. So this is the inflation back in 2018-2019 time frame. And COVID-19, we came below the 200 week moving average, way below. And look, now we are trying to touch the 100 week moving average. So, because this is all inflation related, you could relate this drop off to the drop off back in 2018. Look, 2018, 2019, we touched the 200 week moving average. So we can expect us also come down here. And worst case scenario, we might touch the 200 week moving average right here, and then bounce back. So you got to be careful here. If you're lucky, we would touch this 100 week moving average and bounce back. But if this support does not hold, there is a chance that we might hit this 200 week moving average also before we bounce back up again. That's why you got to be careful here. You got to go after solid stocks, bigger the better, and profitable companies. We'll cover some of those in today's segment. All right, now let's look at the monthly ETF monthly returns here. Look, we got 4 major ETFs here. We got Dow Jones Industrial Average. Look what happened. Dow Jones Industrial Average down in April, 4.94%. SPY, it's even down more here. Look, SPY down 8.78% in April. And look, we got NASDAQ, which is weakest of all, 13% down. And we got IWM here, that's down 9.90%. So in a nutshell here, tech-heavy NASDAQ is down big time, and we got here IWM, low-cap stocks, that's also down big time here. Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is holding up pretty okay so far, but it's also weak, as you can see here. For the most part, as you see here, look, monthly change here, we got some green, but mostly red, as you can see here. Market is really a little bit softer, as you can see here. So that's why you got to be careful. Down days like this, you got to buy some quality stocks and accumulate. That's the way to build wealth. All right, now let's jump in and look at the ETF in action. This is an eye chart. We will not go through this in detail, but look, as you can see here, in a 1-day time frame, we are solid down everywhere. There is, except EEM emerging market, everything else is down. And if you look at the 1 year, look, we are nicely down from 52-week high. Everywhere is down. There is no green at all. We are down everywhere. And big ETFs like SPY, QQQ, they're all down big time in the correction territory. And as you can see here, from a volume perspective, today volume surged higher. Look at the volume here, nice volume. Typically SPY trades around say 90 to 80 to 100 million. Now it's 140 million. There is some money coming out from sidelines here to buy the market as it drops off, but we'll see how it goes. I think money is still in the sidelines. It might come back in again on Monday slightly. We'll see how it goes. So far, not too much money has come in to buy these major ETFs yet. All right, now let's jump in here and look at profitable stocks to buy on this pullback. So when the market pulls back hard, I go after the big ETFs. For example, in the previous chart here, you got big ETFs like SPY, QQQ, even XLF. I would go after these. I would buy them. I would also buy IWM, which is Russell 2000, and I would buy other names like even SMH. I would be slowly buying SMH also and slowly accumulating. I also like XLV, which is a healthcare name. It's one of the solid name here. I would be buyer of XLV also up here. All right, now let's look at profitable stocks to buy. Look, when the market tumbles big time, we got to go after bigger cap companies which are profitable. So I have sorted these companies by market cap here. Look, we got highest market cap company at the top here, which is Apple. And look, all these companies I've filtered it down to have a nice net profit margin. These are profitable companies making money. And look, we got nice cash here. All these companies have got more than $1 billion cash on the balance sheet. You don't need to worry about these companies. They can survive nicely. And look, free cash flow is positive here. All these companies have got free cash flow more than 500 million. So we don't need to worry. These are strong names here. And also look, we got next year EPS growth and next year revenue growth. For most part, these companies have got positive EPS growth and revenue growth. And also keep watching the overall score here. Many of these companies got nice overall score. Those are the great ones to buy. And most importantly, look at the RSI or relative strength index. All these big names here, the relative strength index is down. When the RSI or relative strength index is down, that tells you these stocks have pulled back very hard, and mainly because these are profitable companies. I love to buy them on this pullback here. Look, Apple, Microsoft, their earnings is out already. I think it's good to buy these names here slowly and accumulate. And we got Google, same story, earnings is out, pretty stable to buy now. And same story, Tesla and Facebook, you can accumulate these also. As you can see here, some stocks have got very, very, very low RSI. Look at Nvidia here, completely crushed here, RSI 34. One of the weakest here, you could buy some Nvidia. Understand earnings is coming up next month, so you got to be careful here. It's a high multiple stock or a high price to sales ratio, so that's why you got to be a little bit careful here. And look, you got few more with the low RSI here. You should look at some of those names here and accumulate. We got one more right here, AbbVie. AbbVie also came tumbling down. Look, nice 21% net margin. Overall score is 98. You could look at that one also. And I love Lilly. Lilly is a great stock here, and it also came tumbling down. You could buy some Lilly. Look, nice 20% net margin here. And we got a few more with nice overall score here. And look, we got one more here, Abbott Labs. It's into medical devices. Stock is down. You could look at this one also. And we got one more right here, Adobe. Adobe is a high multiple stock. That's why it's not getting enough love from Wall Street. But long term, this could be a good one here. And look, one last one here, Danaher. Danaher is one of my favorite stock. 21% net margin. You could buy this great company here. As usual, see how the company had done in 1 year and 5 year. If it done great in 1 year, 5 year, it will also do very well after we get out of this downturn here. All right, now let's look at a few more companies here. So the list continues. Look, all these companies have got nice net margin. These are profitable companies. And keep watching how they've done in 1 year, 2 year, and 5 year. Many of these have done great. You could pick up some of these names here and go from there. And then look at the RSI here. Some of these stocks have got low RSI. So I would look at low RSI names with nice performance. For example, Comcast does not cut it for me. Performance is a little bit weak. On the other hand, stocks like Linde. Lindy is a good one. You could buy this great company here. Look, nice net margin here, 12%. You could buy this one here. And even better, Texas Instruments is a great one to buy. And Qualcomm jumped higher yesterday, but look, it came down here. Right now Qualcomm has got RSI 47, which is also a little bit weaker. And you could buy some more of these names here. Look, all great companies here. Take advantage, buy some of these slowly. And stocks like Intuitive Surgical came tumbling down. You could buy this great company up here. This will also do very well. And if you like a REIT, you could buy stocks like American Tower here or AMT. This will also do very well. Look, it's got a nice 111% performance over last 5 years. And look at some of these high performance names. We got here Intuit and DE. Both nice performance long term here. You could buy them also. And we got one more here, AMD, one of my favorite stock. Stock is down off late here. Earnings is coming around the corner just next week. Look at the score here. Overall score 93. You could buy this great company here. All right, so with that, let's do a quick review of charts. From a chart review perspective, look, we got Apple, one of my favorite stock. It's got nice waves. It comes down nicely and then settles down, goes higher. Right now it's around its moving average here, right? It's trying to bounce off of here, 200-day moving average. I will be a buyer of this company to this downturn here. Look, RSI is 39. You could buy this great stock here. And if you're a put option seller or a premium seller, you could sell some nice premium here. Look, IV percentile is 60. That tells you will get some good money by selling put option way below the current stock price. And this one has got nice on the balance volume. I mean, it's trending down right now, which typically happens when the market crashes. And next we got Microsoft here. Satya Nadella has delivered great quarterly result, but it didn't matter. Stock came down. Look, nice base here. I will be a buyer of Microsoft here. This company will also do very well. On the balance volume is also a little bit stronger here. Look, it's on a uptrend here. So I'll be buying Microsoft right here. And then got Google here. Google also announced the earnings, but not great earnings. This is a great company. Look, stock came tumbling down, and RS on the balance volume is also down. At this level, you can safely buy some Google. Google will do very well. They dominate the search, and they got a nice all-around business here. And look, we got Tesla. Tesla came down here. Elon Musk is selling Tesla again. I think he might be using it to buy some Twitter. So I think we'll see how it goes. I want to make sure Elon Musk focuses on Tesla and don't get sidetracked into this Twitter deal. But I think it's a good one to buy long term. Elon Musk has got big, long lead time or lead over other car manufacturers when it comes to electrification. So on the balance volume is pretty solid here. So I'm taking advantage and buying some Tesla into this weakness here and buying it slowly. All right, now let's look at a few more here. We've got Lilly, which is one of the good medical, bio pharma type stock here. Look, it went nicely higher. Now it's just trying to see where to go here. Look, RSI is 52. It's good to slowly start buying some Lilly. It's a great stock, still in the uptrend as you can see here. On the balance volume is also pretty stable here. We should take advantage and buy this drop off here, down $5 today. And then we got Abbott Labs. Abbott Lab, look, it's a medical device stock. It came down. Now it's settling down here. So I'll be slowly accumulating some Abbott Labs here. This will also do very well. Look, even though stock is dropping, on the balance volume is rising. That tells you there are more buyers than sellers. And then you got AbbVie, which is again one of my favorite stock. Stock has done great. Look, now it came tumbling down here. At these levels, you could buy some AbbVie. It's a great stock here. Even though stock is dropping big time, look at on the balance volume. That tells you it's nicely rising. There are more buyers than sellers here also. And then one of my favorite stock, AMD. AMD is not an underdog anymore. It's dominating other players like Intel. It's a great data center play and also great chip play. Look, stock came tumbling down here. And look, on the balance volume is also down. They got earnings coming up next week. 5.3, as you can see here. I can see the stock exploding if they announce either in line or a good numbers. The stock can jump higher. And they're also closing Xilinx acquisition. That should also help this company to become that powerhouse. So I love this company here. Great leader Lisa Su. I think this company will do very well. All right, now let's do a quick conclusion here. So in conclusion, when the market drops like this, down 900 points in Dow Jones and pull back pretty hard in Nasdaq, I would buy these top ETFs like SPY and QQQ, IWM, XLV, which is healthcare, SMH, which is semiconductor, XLK technology. This is one of my proven strategy here. When market comes down big time, you buy these broad ETFs, and you can afford to buy them as they come down slowly, because there is no single stock risk. This is one of the sure way to succeed in the stock market. Buy these broad baskets when major averages come down big time. I would also buy good stocks with solid fundamentals. Stocks like Apple, Microsoft, Lilly, AbbVie, Visa, AMD, Google, Danaher, BlackRock, and Zoetis, and so on and so forth that we talked about. Buy these good stocks with the great fundamentals. As the market tanks, these companies have got deep pocket. They're also growing nicely. You'll be in good hands with these companies. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.